Okay guys, today I'm going to show you a little tutorial that will kind of help you get your first dance beat going, and a few basic things about dance beats that uh, you can't just go somewhere and read to learn about, especially using FL Studio. And some of the basic tools that FL Studio offers you is more than enough for you to produce fairly good dance beats, depending on your own skill, of course. And so to get started, what I did is the reason I'm having to narrate this after the fact is my chords were all screwed up, and the program reset my input on me. So now I'm having to take the file and narrate it. So here we go. The first thing I did was I made a kick channel. I put a peak controller on it, and of course I selected a kick out of my library here. And that kick is, of course, I right clicked and I hit fill each 4 steps, which gave me this 4-step kick. I'm like, okay, so let's see here. The second thing I wanted to do was I wanted to show that you can make a pretty good dirty bass line with the 3x oscillator. And so I also set my tempo to around 128 because I like my dance music to be kind of progressive and not so much something that somebody would want to jump to, but something that somebody would want to move their hips to instead. Anyways, so I made this bass line, and all I did was I reset the tuning. I right click and hit reset, right click and hit reset, right click and hit reset, right click and hit reset. Well, not that one. I put it at the same volume as the other ones. And I made this one a sine wave, or a parabola, which is this, the one with no edges. And this is a sawtooth, and this is a square. The sine wave is a smooth tone. It doesn't have very much harmonic sound to it, and harmonic sound is something that you're going to want to have in your songs. So I selected the square wave and or the sawtooth and the square wave. See, basically any waveform that has an edge on it is going to have some type of harmonic value to it, but the parabola or the sine wave is not going to have any harmonic value. And the second thing I did, well, fuck, that's a million things, but anyways, okay, so I loaded this peak controller up, and I adjusted the bass. So, wait a minute. No. I right-click this slider here. Okay, yeah. I loaded the peak controller up on the kick channel, and then I right-clicked this slider on the bass, and I went to link to controller. And then under internal controller, I clicked here, and then I put peak control, kick, peak. Okay, so that means that the peak of the kick is going to control the volume of this slider here on the mixer. Anyways, as you can see, the slider is moving up and down. Of course, I had to adjust some of these settings here on the peak controller as I went along. So the bass right here, it controls the level of the bass, like the original location of the slider in accordance to the amplitude of the original kick. But if you turn that up, it will go up and it will have a new center or a home of where it operates. And you want your bass and your kick to be right around the same volume. And you want them to be the loudest instruments in your mix. You want to have some shakers or, any kind of hi-hats at varying velocities that play. And when I say velocity, that's basically the volume. You want to have some, you want to have an open hi-hat. Well, let's go to the open hi-hat channel here so I can show you that. I made the open hi-hat channel here. And I just, well, first, actually I'll make the open hi-hat channel again so I can better explain it. I put an open hi-hat on each third, which is the standard 4-beat, you know. Let's see. You know, basic open hat dance beat. Okay, and then I went right-clicked the sample and went to piano, and I went to send to piano roll. Okay, and if I could find my piano roll, there it is. Okay, so it's now in the piano roll. And then down here, well, I added some more notes in on each beat, but I made them barely audible down here so that it acts as more filler sound and gives the song a little bit more, I guess you would say, motivation.